Hi guys, in this video we're going to use the large function to sort data, raw data into by rows into a new table while simultaneously eliminating the bottom or lowest two observations. So basically what we're left with are, if we have a group of say 5 numbers, which is what we're going to use here, we're going to be left with the top 3 numbers, the highest 3. For this example, we would be left with these 3 numbers, and on top of that we're going to have it sorted descendingly. In other words, we want 25 to show up first here in our sorted data table, 22 to show second, and 10 to show third. Now this is quite arbitrary, as I chose to eliminate the bottom 2 observations and sort descendingly. You could have very well thought of many other possibilities to do this. For example, sort ascendingly and eliminate the largest 2 numbers, or the largest 3 numbers, or just the largest number, and then sort it. So I just chose this one of many possible examples that will give a feel for all those other possibilities. After you see and learn how to do this, you'll be able to use this in any way that you need to. Okay, so this will combine sorting while simultaneously eliminating large or small, in this case small observations, row-wise, which is usually not how you sort data when you use the sort functionality in Excel. Okay, so let's get to it. So you have to be familiar with the large function. I'm going to use the large function here. Okay, and array functions, this could be the first time you see an array function, but they're not too hard to follow. Okay, so I've made several more beginner level videos on the components that we're using here, and here we're just going to apply all of them together. Okay, so you might be able to follow if you've never seen these functions. If you having trouble with the particular function I'm using or functionality, check out my channel. I have the more simple videos available there. Okay, so let's do this. So basically what I want to do is, for these 8 rows of people, okay, 8 rows of data, each row representing a separate kind of data set, if you will. For these purposes, I want to create this kind of sorted table here. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is deal with row 1. Okay, so this guy, these data. So this is an array function, so you have to highlight everywhere that the function is going to work or be applied first. So highlight all 3 of those cells. Now start typing the function equals large, open parentheses. The array is the original data, the original 5 observations of unsorted data, comma. Now here is where we're going to tell Excel to give us the largest. So we use the squiggly brackets when we want more than one value returned. 2, in other words, a vector of values, or an array, to use Excel lingo. So 1 is the largest observation, 2 is the second largest observation, and 3 is the third largest. We close those squiggly brackets. We close the parentheses for the large function. Before you go ahead and hit enter, you must understand that array functions are slightly different than regular functions. You have to hold Shift, Control, then hit enter, and it simultaneously applies the formula into all the selected cells. So let's see what it did. It in fact went into row A1, found the largest, that's 1, the second largest, that's 2, and the third largest, that's 3. And since we highlighted an array, we gave it space to place those 3 numbers, and on top of that it sorted them because the order which we asked for them was 1, 2, 3. Okay, we could have done 3, 2, 1, and we would have got the largest three numbers sorted ascendingly. So like I said, there's many possibilities. This is one arbitrary example that hopefully will illustrate the principles and the fundamentals so that when you need to apply this, you can manipulate it slightly and get what you need. All right? And as always, the beautiful thing about Excel is its reproducibility, or in this case, I should say, its ability to just copy and paste down, okay? Or drag down. So it went through each of these remaining 7 rows, found the 3 largest observations for this row, 22, 16, 19, 16, and then sorted them descendingly. Okay? And it did that all the way down. So now maybe with this new data set here, you can do further analysis, or you can just see for this, let's say these were scores on tests. For these students, you can see, oh, like their highest scores were this. You can compare the highest scores for the students. You can compare their second highest scores and their third highest scores. Okay? So for further analysis, hopefully when you're applying this to your particular problem, you'll have kind of a clear objective of what you're trying to achieve. Here is just the principles and maybe some application. All right? So let's also, while we're at it, let's manipulate this a little and get the smallest 3 numbers using the small function. So again, it's going to work exactly the same way. Highlight all 3 cells, equals small. Highlight the data, squiggly brackets. Do we want it ascending or descending? Let's decide. If we go 1, 2, 3, what we're saying is give me the smallest, then the second smallest, then the third smallest in that order. So that's ascending. So 3, 10, 12. In fact, 3 is the smallest, 10 is the second smallest, 12 is the third smallest. We can drag this down and it works for all the cells. And just for thoroughness, equals small. Let's do 3, 2, 1, which is saying to Excel, give me the third smallest, then the second smallest, then the first smallest. So in essence, get me the 3 smallest numbers in this data and then sort it descendingly. Okay? Shift, Control, Enter, remember. Okay? So it's the same 3 numbers we just had, except now sorted the opposite way. Okay? So you can now use these tweaks to get what you need. All right, so I hope this was helpful. If this the small and large function were completely new to you, I have a separate video just introducing them, and also slightly more complex videos on some applications of this. I personally have had my life made a lot easier by using the large function along with the average function to go through a lot of data to drop the lowest numbers and average the highest numbers and so forth. Okay, but if you need to and like to, please watch those videos, subscribe, like, comment. Until next time, have a great day.